Okay, here we go. Hey guys, it's me Dinet. As you guys can see from the title, this video is about, well, basically just one airline, Qatar Airways, who kind of ruined my Easter weekend and also a holiday that I was supposed to go on. So yes, I've been away. I've not been uploading for a week. I've also not been talking to a lot of people because I was having this ongoing battle with this airline, Qatar Airways, and in this video I'm going to explain why. So on the 30th of March 2021, I was supposed to be flying to Dubai to surprise my family and some of my best friends for Easter weekend, and also it was April Fool's, so I thought I could do a big prank because I won't be able to fly out because of the visa problems and stuff within the US, because I'll be shifting from the student visa to a work visa and stuff like that. So I thought that that was the only time that I can go to Dubai, and and actually it would be such a great fun. But however, I was denied to do that because of Qatar Airways. Why? Great, so I'll just take you to the timeline. I'll give a brief backstory. So my plan was initially fly out on 30th of March, get to Dubai on 31st of March, fly out from Dubai on the 12th of April. Now that is less than 2 weeks, and if you are an Indian passport holder and if you do have a US visa, as per this video is out, you're eligible to fly to UAE. You can get a visa on arrival. It's not that big of a deal. UAE has opened up its borders. They've been doing all their COVID-19 precautions carefully and stuff, so they have opened for tourism. So it wasn't supposed to be a big deal. You go there, spend 2 weeks and come out. I had the return tickets and everything sorted out. I even spoke to the UAE embassy in DC, and they also specified that it's alright to do so, because I was a bit curious, because I thought if you only fly through Emirates you'll be able to do that, but they said that if you fly through any airline you can get a visa on arrival if you're an Indian passport holder having a US valid visa. So I did all my research and everything, because it's not the first time that I've been stopped because of a visa issue. I had everything planned out. I had my tickets, every document ready, a PCR test, all that stuff. And I went to the airport like 4 hours before my flight, because I thought that in case if there's anything needed. I was more worried about the PCR test because I did it from my university. Although they are a registered lab, it was fine, but I just thought if I needed to do a PCR rapidly, I could go down to the Dallas airport and do it. So I went there 4 hours early, and you know what, the boarding gate was open. So I thought, hey, you know what, let me just get the boarding pass and I'll just relax for a bit. I had some work to do as well, so I thought I'll just chill out and do the work after everything is sorted out. So I was standing in line at the counter, the Qatar Airways counter, and yeah, I was called and I gave my passport, and then one of the ladies, she said that she needs to check for my visa and everything. And apparently this lady, the first lady that I spoke to, she said that she has dealt with these kind of people before, and that they just have to check one thing and then they will let me in. They'll issue the boarding pass. However, that was not the case. So there was a supervisor kind of a lady. She came over and she was like, hey, guess what? You need to sit down for a bit, because this will take a while. They need to make sure that the visa, they need to speak with the US immigration, and they have to allow me to get a clearance to fly out. And I was like, all right, cool, because I don't know why I would not be allowed in the country, not as I know of anything. So I was like, all right, cool. And yeah, so I was just waiting for an hour, and the lady called me again. She said that your thing, so she said at this point, she said that she emailed the embassy or whoever from Dubai to get clearance for me.
Sir, I already sent an email. Like I said, you have to wait. If you want to have a seat, and I'll just call you when they reply, because it takes time. They have to check with immigration and then reply us.
Alright, so you're gonna call?
Yeah. If you just sit right there. Okay, unless you want to stand here, it's fine, because I have to talk to other passengers.
It's okay, I'll sit there.
Okay, thank you.
And I was like, why email? You can just call them. This is an important thing, if I'd come later, let's say if I came to the airport 2 hours late, what were they going to do? Going to wait for an email? So I was a bit suspicious of what they were trying to do. But then this lady was like, no, I need to email them. I'm waiting for the response still. But then she said that if you want, you can check in, but if there's any problems, they will not let me board the flight. And at that moment I was like, you know what, no, it's fine. I will make sure that everything is clear before I check in and stuff. I didn't have much luggage and stuff, so I was like, all right, it's cool, I can just wait down there. And it still took a lot more time than imagined. And at this point I was like, so the first lady said she has dealt with people like this, so I'm pretty sure that they must have come across this problem, and they would have easily been able to fix it. I'm here who is a tourism student who also worked in an OTA, so I know how tickets are, how tickets can be cancelled. I also do have to keep up to date with like country policies and stuff like that. So I'm just there like, what the hell? Like, I mean, and that too, this is UAE. Most of my life I've lived in UAE. I know what's going on there. And I was supposed to be meeting with one of the people from Dubai Tourism in my visit. So I was speaking with her. She's gonna come in this story in a bit. So yeah, I was like, I know everything, right? Like, surely I'm not gonna mess up. It's not like me going to like a, let's say, European Union country and not having the right visa or something like that. So this was very strange for me. So the lady then calls me, okay, after like an hour or so. So I was seated down. I was talking to my friend, like one of my best friend, Farman. I was telling him like, yo, I'm not being boarded yet. Something's up. I feel a bit weird. And he was like, no, don't worry, it'll be cool. It will be cool. And then she called me, this supervisor lady called me, and I went up and I started recording the conversation because at this point I felt like something was off. And then she was like, oh, we just have to override your name. You're fine. You're good to go. And I was like, oh, all right, great. And I was like, thank you so much.
Just wait, they're gonna call you.
All right, what's happening?
See the passport?
Okay, is it fine? Did
Yes, I need to override it.
Okay, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Okay. Yeah, the George Washington, or there's the tourist visa as well. But
This restriction.
oh yeah, no, absolutely, yeah, you're right.
Cleared it, so we just have
Okay.
to override it.
No, because initially I thought it was because
It
of
doesn't give
the.
us boarding pass unless
Okay.
it's in the system.
Okay, no, because I thought the initial issue was the
Oh, no,
visa.
no.
Okay, that's it. Yeah, that I.
Everything you're good.
No, yeah, that's totally a yeah, you're absolutely. I totally get that. No worries. Appreciate that though. Yeah. So I was at this point. I was like, all right, cool. You know what? Everything's sorted out. It'll be fine. And I'm still standing here at the boarding checkout. So they were like, this is gonna still take a bit more time. So if you want, you can go sit down again. Note, it's already been one. I've already sat down there for like an hour. So I was like, you know what? No, I'll just stand because it's just like overriding something, right? So. Sure, I'll just stand over there. So the lady took my passport and like she asked me for like where's your visas, US visas. So I told her there's a student visa, there's also a tourist visa as well. So they have both visas, both valid, everything valid, passport, everything valid and stuff. And I stood there again for an hour, and now the flight's almost leaving in like 1 hour, all right? And I'm getting frustrated. I was like, why is this taking so long? Like, why are they operating so slow? Now I kind of saw her only taking one photo of my passport and sending it to whoever she was sending it to. She claimed it to be Dubai immigration. Highly doubt so. I think she just sent it to a supervisor, and that person was making the shots, you know. Because even though initially she was telling me that she was speaking with the immigration, I felt a bit strange because I was like, why would they only respond through email? Because obviously if there's some big issue with visa, you need much clearer communications, right? So at this point I was getting really frustrated because I was like, I came here like 3 hours ago, I'm still not got my boarding pass yet. Still took a long time, and eventually she came out and she was like, nope, you can't board the flight. And I'm like, excuse me, like,
With any visa, you need a US Greencard, sir.
to travel to
Resident.
UAE for food.
Yeah, so whatever you're reading, you need to read for Dubai.
I even checked with the consulate of UAE just 2 days ago. I'm pretty sure there's something that's missed out.
What do you think? I was checking everything with everyone.
Right.
I was just advised, we're start boarding, my manager is not busy. That's it. He said that's why they came back and tell me do not take it. So not my decision.
I know. Did you give the tourist visa, the F1 visa?
I send them everything.
Both the visas?
Yes.
And then they said they can't.
What do you mean both?
I have an F1 visa also. I mean a B1 visa as well.
F1, yes. That's
No, the B1. This one. Literally, oh my gosh, no way. This one.
Yeah, F1.
No, this one, B1 as well.
What is that?
The tourist visa.
Yeah, tourist visa, student visa, nothing. You have to have a green card. That's what they said. That's what they said.
Who's there? Can you tell me department?
Dubai immigration.
They said you can't travel without a.
Yeah.
I literally spoke to the consulate like 1 day ago. They said
Hello? That's the one I was reading. That's the one I sent them an email.
that was the one you showed me was the George
I
Washington.
can talk to one person at a time.
Okay. So you showed them both the B1 and F1 visa,
Yeah.
and your
Picture for the other one. I wrote them that you have.
yeah. Can you show me? Wait, what? You send it to them, right?
No, I send them a text, sir, and that's not my job. So you have to
So
Don't tell me what did I send them. I'm just telling you what my
Okay,
manager
okay.
said. Okay?
okay,
Don't question me because I gave you enough time. And
Yeah.
I already sent them an email. My
Right.
manager said, I'm not going to accept you, I'm not going to accept
but you're saying now you're manager. Before you said it was the Dubai immigration.
you. They were talking to them, sir. We were having three-way call, email, phone, everything.
Okay. All right. I've done my research. I spoke with the consulate. I even looked at all the UAE. I just didn't get it. And then she was like, she said, first of all, she said you need a green card. You can only travel if you have a green card. That was wrong because on the UAE website you can see now it says US green card and also US issued visas. Two separate things. It's literally there even now in the UAE website. So at this point I was like, oh no, that's weird, that's so strange. And I even messaged the person I was supposed to meet from the Dubai tourism. Luckily she was awake at like 5 a.m. UAE time, and I felt so bad messaging her because I just met her like online. I just met her online like a couple of days ago. But then she was like, no, Dubai, there's no, because I was worried that maybe Dubai changed their tourism policy or something. They're not issuing tourist visas. And then she said that she wasn't aware of anything. But at this time, I was just like, why the hell are this airline not made a decision to not let me board the flight? And now this lady, the supervisor lady, she said that she was speaking with the Dubai immigration, and then later on she kept changing her words, saying that it's her manager who is not allowing me to fly. And I'm like, who are you speaking to? Whether it's the immigration or is it your manager? Because two are different. And she first said that, yeah, I needed a green card. And then I asked her, did you show the tourist visa? And this time, she asked me like, what? And then I'm like, I told you, there's a tourist visa and the student visa. Which one did you? And I know she didn't do it, but at the same time, she went like, no, I checked both. You can only travel to green card. And it was just so ridiculous. And they were super rude, especially this lady. The other staffs were a bit more like, they were just following her orders. So I can't blame them. But this lady was super rude. And yeah, I was denied to board the flight. I was supposed to be surprising my family. So the thing is that the reason why I'm uploading this video a week later is because I didn't want to ruin the surprise, but then Easter's gone already and April Fool's is gone, and I'm just like, might as well just upload this video. And so now I also contacted the ticketing company. They said they'll issue the refund, which is another story, probably another video. I still haven't received it yet, but I was charged $250 for cancellation fee. I don't know what's happening with that, but I'm still having that issue sorted out on the side. And now with the Qatar Airways, I spoke to the customer agent and they said they were going to investigate this issue. It's been almost 6 days. So far, I haven't received anything yet. I also asked them whether they have issued the refund to my travel agent that I booked the ticket with, and they said they have. I mean, they will check. And I got an email for that saying that they are investigating it again. But this was like 3 days ago. Again, no confirmation whatsoever. No statement or anything yet. But yeah, just let me know in the comments whether you have gone through any problems like this at the airport, and what did you do with it? Like, did the airline contact you? Did your travel agent give you any refund or anything? Do let me know in the comments below. I am still fighting with Qatar Airways on one side and the travel agent on the other side, but it seems more likely that the travel agent is giving me a refund, but I'll keep you guys updated on that. But from Qatar Airways, their customer service is awful, like absolutely awful. Their their airport staff is awful. Their online travel agent, the customer service agents on the phone, they're all right. They tried to like expedite this issue, but I still haven't got any response from them till now. It's almost a week and so far nothing. So yeah, that's what's been happening the last week. A lot of plans were destroyed by Qatar Airways. As much as they claim to be a superior luxury airline, they are nowhere near Emirates or Etihad or possibly even any of the other Middle Eastern airline carriers. So yeah, that's my story. That's what's been happening around for the last week with me. And if you do have any stories about your travel experience, do let me know in the comments below. And with that, I'll keep you guys updated on what's happening with this case. And yeah, there is something that went wrong with Qatar Airways, and I would not be surprised if I'm not the only one who went through this hell. It was such a strange moment for me because it took me like a couple of hours to get to the airport, and imagine staying there till like 10 p.m. and then going back home with everything that you packed. was the worst experience I could have ever gone through. And obviously the fact that I was supposed to be surprising my friends, my family, everything just gone thanks to Qatar Airways and their incompetent airport staff. So with that, I'm just ending this video. I don't want any like subscribers or anything from this video, because this is just like me. It's just gonna be an informative video on what the hell that I went through flying through Qatar Air. And if you or anyone have had similar stories with them or any other airline, do let me know in the comments below. And also, what do you guys think? Should airlines be in charge of visa policies, or should it be the country, the destination country? Like, yes, I do get it why they're stopping you from flying or boarding the flight, so that when you go there, you don't need to get stuck over there. But also, I've had a person that I met, she said that she went to Thailand and she got stuck there without a visa, and then they just had to get a flight back to Colombia, where she was from. So there have been stories where people have been stopped at the country, at the destination, but honestly, I don't think it would have been a problem if I was stopped in UAE. Like, I would have probably asked someone to help me out with the visa and I would have got it done easily. But for them, Qatar Airways, to take that executive decision of not allowing me to travel and giving me a false reason, I just don't get it. Anyways, that's it for the video, and hopefully something would be resolved in the next few days. Until then, take care guys, and I'll see you soon.